Hi, I'm Sheila Averbuch from ENNclick. I'm delighted to address the working digital crowd. My background is as an IT journalist once upon a time, and now what I concentrate on doing is helping companies create their own content. And my big message for the working digital crowd is that content is marketing. Now, it's not your whole marketing plan, but it's going to be the heart and soul of how you get across your marketing message today. And there are two flavors of content. One is, of course, the foundation copy that's on your website, helping people understand what you do immediately. As soon as they get on your website, they get it. I worked with a company who provided a software solution to help you optimize your Facebook advertising spend, but they hadn't realized that they didn't have the word advertising spend or Facebook or a lot of this key information right there in the homepage copy because they didn't have the outside perspective. So that's something I would always say. If you're developing the core content for your website, do get an outsider in to look at what you've drafted to see, does it make sense? Do they get it immediately, or is it still a little bit too hard to understand? It's got to be as clear as it would be if you were explaining it to your grandmother or to a 10-year-old kid. It has to be immediately graspable. So that's one type of content. That's the core content that explains what you do, and you're going to use that again and again on all across your digital marketing. But the second type of content is the type that you're going to create yourself if you're running the company, other people who run the company with you, and you need to be creating that on a sentence by sentence, status update by status update basis, once a day or once a week on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, and believe it or not, Google+, because you need to show bit by bit to your customers and prospective customers and to the search engines what you're good at, what you know, where you're going, what conferences you're attending, what you're reading in particular. So what I would encourage you to do if you're not already doing it, and it's got to be you if you run the company, not just somebody that you can delegate it to. Talk about what you're reading. Talk about what insights you're having after having the most interesting business meeting you had last week, and put that as a status update on LinkedIn. Put it as a status update on Google, because although you might hear the term search engine optimization, it's really just vital that you have the content that tells Google what you're good at, and Google is going to be ideally presenting your website as a match when somebody is looking for the goods and services you provide, whether you're baking amazing cakes or you're providing a specialist type of software or you're providing a certain kind of consultancy service or manufacturing service. You want Google to return you as a pertinent match, and they're really looking at the content you create in order to decide what you know, what you're good at. And that's all search engine optimization really is today. It's heavily biased towards the kind of content you're creating, even if you're just sharing other people's content that is in the bullseye of what your level of expertise is. That is also going to help you. So that would be my big messaging for the working digital crowd. Make sure you've got very understandable content on your homepage that explains to people what you do, but also make sure that you yourself are creating on a regular basis, whether it's just a status update on LinkedIn or whether it's a whole blog. You're creating the kind of content that helps your market, your customers, and specifically Google understand what you do. And as I said, it kind of apologetically before mentioned Google+. I know it just feels like yet another social network where you're supposed to be sharing content, but Google sees Google Plus as kind of the interconnecting fabric among all the various services that it provides, and you need to be sharing your content on there if you really want the world and Google to know what you do. I think I've bashed on enough about content today. Again, my name is Sheila Averbuch from ENNclick, and if you want to see more, you can visit me at ennclick.com, and good luck to the entire working digital crew. Thank you.